What is up, you silly billies? Today I will be showing you how to make a very wonky bass inside of Serum. Now then, in its natural habitat, this kind of bass has been known to give people extreme bass face syndrome. And also give ravers the phenomenon known as gun fingers. This ultra fat wobbly bass is scientifically created to make sure that you give the listener the ultimate drop to achieve utmost disgust, in a good way. So, without any more waffling, let us get into the creation of this ultra naughtiness. Here is an example of what this bass sounds like.
Watch the Bassline, rude boy.
At its core, this bass is very simple. It's based around two sine waves with a low pass filter and a touch of FM synthesis. The part that brings this bass alive is the effects. There is some fat form and shifting going on, and of course a large amount of distortion. So, to start making this bass, you want to load up basic shapes on oscillators 1 and 2. Turn the volume all the way down on both oscillators. Set the first oscillator down 2 octaves to achieve fatness. Turn the second oscillator up 1 octave. Next up, turn on the FM on oscillator A, but keep it all the way down. Turn on the filter and keep it set to MG low 12. Turn the cutoff down to about 57 Hz, the resonance up to about 25%, and the drive and fat both up to 18%. The next step is all about the LFO, which stands for low fat bass. Yes, that's right, the O stands for bass. Make a shape kind of like this. And set the mode to trig. You can set the rate to whatever you like, as this is personal preference really. Use the LFO on the FM on oscillator A and set it to about 37. Whack it on the level on oscillator A2. Also, add it to the cutoff on the filter section and set it to about 33. Now then, we shall now move right onto the FX section, where we start to add the saucy sauce to our saucy bass. First up, add some tube distortion and make sure the drive is set to 30%. Next up, turn on the filter section and set it to formant 3. Turn the cutoff down to 22 Hz, the resonance up to 72%, and the drive up to 28%. Turn on the compressor and turn the gain up a bit to add some volume. For this final part, we shall move on to the effects section in the mixer. First up, I added a Combs filter inside the Serum FX plugin. You should turn down the cutoff a bit and turn up the resonance a bit. The next effect was another Serum FX. This time, I used the Formant 3 filter, with the resonance turned down a bit, the resonance up a bit, and the formant turned up. I also added some multi-band compression with the compressor plugin, and turned the gain up. I turned down the high and low bands, and turned up the mid band. You should then add some distortion with the Camel Crusher plugin, just like I've done, to really get some sauce into your sound. I then added some more volume with the compressor plugin. I used the EQ after to try and remove a nasty frequency and also to tone down the mids a bit. The OT plugin after is add some multi-band compression. There is then some sidechain limiting with the kick. I then sent off the sound to 2 different channels in order to more easily control the sub of the sound. I also added some stereo widening to the main sound. And there you have it, your very own Womp monster. If you have enjoyed today's video, then please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my music. As always, if you need any samples or presets, make sure to check out my packs linked in the description. Until next time, see ya.